hi everybody, this is Dan from WISE. We're here with another installment of GETWISE. Today we have with us the man, the myth, the legend of Seattle, Alex Hubbard, Fantasy A. How are you doing today?
Great, thank you very much.
Cool, well thanks so much for being here. We're excited to talk to you a little bit. You've got a lot of really creative stuff that you do, really exciting, music, books, all sorts of stuff, but I'd love for you just to tell our audience a little bit about you and who you are and a little bit of your background.
Okay, well, I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm a rapper, self-published author, writer, beat maker, and I work at the CenturyLink field as a stand lead. I was an attendant, but I got promoted as a stand lead yesterday. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I work at the mailroom as a mailroom clerk at the Starbucks headquarters in Seattle.
Excellent. So you mentioned that you've written a few books. 3 by my count, right? 3
Yes.
books. Tell our audience a little bit about what your books are about.
Well, one play is called School Rich. That book's about the students who got caught by this crazy dark lord that will make them disappear. Students take it upon themselves to destroy the dark lord. In the second book, it's about my autobiography, life in the eyes of an autistic person. It's about my life from my childhood to young adulthood. And also I have a third book, which is called, it's a sci-fi, non-fictional, fictional novel, Life in the World of Gabe Fabins and Sage the Scholar. This album takes place in Seattle in present day. It's about 2 of my friends who saved the world after that terrible windstorm hits in Seattle that destroyed the entire male population except for female.
Gotcha. So that's a lot of writing. That's a lot of activity going on. We've got one of your books right here with us, The Life in the Eye of an Autistic Person. When did you write this?
I wrote this back in 2012, and I released it in October of 2012.
Gotcha. So was this your first book?
This is the first book I wrote.
Excellent. And do you have any other writing projects going on right now?
Well, I'm currently working on this next book, which is called The World of Jason Casanova, which is about this boy who is a wizard that has autism that saves the world all over Seattle, and it takes place in the 80s.
Excellent. Sounds exciting. We're excited to check it out when it comes out. Let's talk a little bit about your music.
Okay.
You've got an album that you put out. You self-produced.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that album.
Well, the album I record is called Fantasy Has Come to Seatown. It's about my life that I've been struggling with and the things I do for fun. I recorded this back in 2013 and I released it in August 2014. And I put that on, I went to a site called tunecore.com, and I create this album cover that has me posing like that. And it's at Cary Park, and I it puts on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud.
So a lot of places people can find it, and we'll make sure to let people know about that later. We'll get you a list of where you can find all Alex's material. I would love to hear a little bit about how the production went. So you make your own beats, you write your own lyrics. Where do you record?
I record at home, and I record at the library, and I record at the Vera Project, and I record at the Theater Peaches Sound with my computer.
Yeah. And what do you like about that? What do you like about producing music?
What I like about it is just like it helps me to improve my feelings and try to be motivated.
Yeah. And so what's some of the software that you use to put together your music?
Well, the software I use is called Magic's Music Maker, is where I make the beats.
Mm-hmm.
And I use that other software, Music Creator 6, to record and also make beats on there.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that process, about how you put the beats together.
Well, I went to the section, drum section, bass section, or any other sections, any genre I used. I put a loop together in each section, each line, and so it can sound great. And when I complete it, it takes me like about 15 minutes to get the beat done. And then at the end of it, I test it, and it sounds good to me.
And then you just roll with it when it sounds good, and then you put the lyrics over the top, and
Definitely.
and then start mixing and producing and all of that.
Correct.
Awesome. Well, one of the things that I think you're known best for as Fantasy A is your promotion of your materials. If you've been in the Seattle area, North End, South End, you've probably seen some of Alex's posters up. Tell us about how you promote yourself as a musician, as a writer.
Well, I promote myself on social media, and I promote myself on the polls out there. I use the flyer I create on my Microsoft Publisher. I put my picture of myself and the album, and I type down the text, what it's about, and who I am. And then I put down the logos at the left side, and I just usually post them on the polls where other people's flyers are.
Excellent. And so how do you get to, because your posters are all over. They're all over the place. Almost every neighborhood you go into, you're going to see a Fantasy A poster up at some point. How are you getting it all these places?
Well, I just looked at them, and it's like good places, so I just tried it out and put mine there, and I just took the bus.
Yeah.
And I have friends who can do it around New York, London, and all over the States and all over the country.
Wow. So you've got a lot of promotion going on. You've got your own YouTube channel where you've got, I heard you have a music video for one of your songs.
Yeah.
What song is that?
That song is Be My Seattle Sweetheart. This song is about me trying to find the right woman to be in my life and move into Seattle with me.
And you won an award for that.
And I won an award from Academia Music Awards for the best rap pop music video.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
One of the big things here at WISE that we talk about a lot is work. And you are a man who's done a lot of different jobs. You're currently working how many jobs right now?
2.
2 jobs. You just mentioned you got a promotion. Tell us a little bit about what you do to find yourself work.
Well, what I do is I keep looking, and when I found the job that was right for me, I have to have the experience, which is I have now, like customer service experience, which is I have when I used to work at Juma Ventures, and then that's how I got the job. The job I work for at Central and Field is called Delaware North Companies, which call it DNC for short. And I used to work as a stand attendant, and now yesterday I just got promoted as a stand lead. And what my responsibilities for the stand lead is like count and stock up inventory, and make sure the amount of cash is right, put on the tills to get ready for when the gates are open. And at the end of the night, I have to fill out the paperwork and turn in the cash we made in the cash room.
So a lot of responsibilities, stepping up in that new position. Is today your first day in that new position?
Correct.
All right. Well, we'll wish you good luck in that. And why is working important to you? Why is that?
Why?
Such a big
Because
part?
I just want to support myself, my family, and my friends, so we can get better needs, to be in a good society.
Excellent. And for everybody out there who's either looking to make music, make books, be creative, or find their own jobs, what tips do you have for people?
For tips for writing books, that they have to make up a title, get it done, type it on Word document, and when they're done with it, they have to find an editor before they publish it. And if it looks good to them, they can go on a site called createspace.com where they can self-publish their own books. And when they're done with that, it will go through Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com. And for the tips for music, if people are into rock or rap, hip-hop, they can just write down the songs, make a beat, like put loops together, and they can go on TuneCore, and they can record, and they go on that site, tunecore.com, and they can put their music out there. It goes through iTunes and all those music stores. And for the tips for finding a job is to have a resume ready and what experience they have. And they need to keep looking for jobs, and they can pick them. And what I suggest is working at the stadium, because they will train you and help you become more successful.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Alex, for giving us some of your time today. Everybody be on the lookout. Alex, where can people find your music and your books?
Where you can find my books is at Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble stores. Look under Alexander Hubbard. And if for people who wants to find my music, go to YouTube, iTunes, Bandcamp.com, Spotify, Google Play, and all other places, and look under Fantasy A. Fantasy has come to Seatown. Fantasy has gone Irish Green. Summer in Seattle, and Be My Seattle Sweetheart.
Excellent. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you again to Alex. Be on the lookout for more Get Wise videos coming up, and then also Wise events that are coming up in the future. Our next thing that's coming up is our webinar with Jonathan Chase on September 14th. If you want to register for that, you can find out more information on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/GoWise, and also on our events page at gowise.org. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope to talk to you soon.